game is here. It lives. It lives. It breathes. It's going to demo again. Which, to be honest, not a bad way to test if the Elgato audio is working. Doobie-doobie-doo. Ah. Do-do-do-do-do. Humpty-dum. Oh, here we go. Oh. Alright, can you guys hear that? Things are playing. Cars are moving on a screen. Transferred fully to YouTube video making. I thought that was video marketing for a second. I've taken a video marketing job with YouTube. We got audio. Hell yeah. Alright, well, there's some supercars on the screen. We don't care about any of those. What we care about today is one very small car and some others. Also, this will be... Wait, will this be my first... This might well be my first ever stream with my Thrustmaster wheel. So everybody, say hello to the Thrustmaster T300 RS. Yay! Along with Thrustmaster TGT force feedback, load cell pedals, yeah! And I've got a shifter somewhere as well, the THAA, but otherwise we're good. And also I've got a Formula open wheel as well, yay! So there we go. Thrustmaster! I have to say, when I told my dad in particular enjoys the name, I was like, so I'm going to get a new Thrustmaster wheel, and he was like, excuse me. I was like, yeah, it is called Thrustmaster. He was like, that sounds like something Lord Flashheart would say in Blackadder. I.e. Rick Mayall's character in Blackadder. Hello, I'm Lord Flashheart, and I'm here to see Captain Thrustmaster. Woof, woof. So there you go. Just get me to be in Thrustmaster adverts. I would say get Rick Mayall to be, but you know, rest in peace. My Thrustmaster flight stick says hello in return. Hey, nice. Okay, so blimey, it's been a hot minute since I've been in here. Right, so. There is a point to today's stream, you know, about as much point as there is to life at the moment. Anyway, so, right, let's go home first. I'm trying to work out what buttons on my wheel do, because they're not marked as like X square triangle or something. So we have a very sexual Nissan R92CP in our garage. What else have we got in there? Aha, okay. I'm just reminding myself more than anything what was in the garage. So, I obviously did play this semi-recently, because there's an Aston Martin DBR9 GT1, which is just a chunk of sexual. It is just sexual right there. Captain Corvette's nemesis. Oh, the Aston Martin. Yeah, that's the real reason I bought it. That's the real reason I bought it. I'm like, you bastard. The funny thing is, what a worthy opponent for the Captain Corvette, because it looked almost as good. Well, it looked as good, and to some people it sounded better. I mean, those people are wrong, but I can say that this car does sound as epic in its own way. Speaking of epic, this was a car that we got to know well on stream. I'm going to actually show it off on the main screen. It is the Flying Panzer. With its big old V8. 6.8 litre V8. You can hear it revving away there. We fired it up. We've started up. It's been a while. It's just been sat in the garage under a tarpaulin for a while. Now it's just revving away in the garage. It's nice to get it fired up again. This started in a few of my early streams after I... because basically... Like, I remember a few times I tried streaming way back when I did Team Bomber Sports. This was about 4 or 5 years ago now. They weren't very good. And then on Armbar Arcade, which was a channel I did with my friend Nay, we started getting into streaming on there. And then after a while, when we decided to, you know, basically retire that channel gracefully, because we were just too busy doing other things with our life to put as much as we wanted into it, I should say, I decided to go streaming again on my own. And some of the first streams I did were World of Sport, which was a weekly Gran Turismo Sport stream. And in some of those races, there you go, you can now rev the cars in the garage. No, I'm not revving the car. It just, when I change to that car, it just plays the sound of the engine starting up and revving it. Like, I'm pressing the pedal, nothing's happening. So, but yeah, this was a star of some of those World of Sport streams. The Flying Panzer. This is an actual old car. This was a real car. Somebody back in 1971, some mad lad decided, all right, you know what? I want to enter the Spa 24-hour race in my own car, which is a massive fuck-off Mercedes saloon. And so AMG, who at the time weren't even officially affiliated with Mercedes, he gave this car to them and was like, make this a race car. And they were like, sir, how much crack are you on? And he was like, I don't care. Here's a massive briefcase of cash. Make this a race car. And they were like, all right then. So they stripped a load of weight out, put a cage in it, tuned up the engine and everything. And this car finished on the podium overall at Spa 24 Hours 1971. The real car doesn't exist anymore. I believe it got crashed in some sort of... It was used for, like, flight testing or something. Like, I don't know what it was, but it ended up getting wrecked in that. But someone made a replica of it. So this car does sort of exist, IRL, and they put it in the game. And the whole story behind this... If you're new around here, by the way, I do normally spend about half an hour wittering on about cars in Gran Turismo games before actually driving any of them. So be ready for that. But yeah, in the single-player Gran Turismo mode of this game, there's an event for pre-1979 race cars. Now, the AI are allowed to enter old classic road cars that are race-tuned. You're not. The only cars you're allowed to enter are things like old Ford GT40s, old Ferrari 330 P4s, you know, aka Glickenhaus V0.1 Beta, old Aston Martins, old Mercedes, basically cars that are the thick end of 20 million credits, which I could probably play this game for the rest of my life and not get 20 million credits. So I was just like, what am I supposed to enter it? And then this came along, still 2 million credits. But let me put it this way. It's a lot easier to get 2 million credits in this game than get 20 million. So, we got this. The 1 quadrillion monies. Yeah, exactly. So, we got this, because it was relatively affordable. Max tuned it, and it actually won a load of the races in that category. It was awesome. So, good to see that car again. Oh, I've just pressed back by mistake. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, good to see that car by mistake. Good to see it again. This car over here, very special to me. Any of the OGs will remember. This is the car in which I won my first ever Gran Turismo Sport online race. This car. This was it. My Mazda Atenza Group 4, painted in a throwback Mazda livery. No, it's not the renowned Mazda 787B livery, which everyone does, justifiably. This is actually a throwback to an old 1980s British Touring Car Championship Mazda RX-7 livery. And I painted this one day and thought, fuck it. And then ran a Group 4 races at Brands Hatch and ended up winning one. My first ever online win in any sort of game ever, really. So it was a great moment. That was very cool. It is an awesome engine. It's an awesome... The Mercedes has an awesome engine. This is an awesome car. They're both awesome. So, good to see that car again. I've gone back again. Why have I done that? Why have I done that? We've got... a British Racing Green Mercedes F1 car. So there you go. That's back, right. Yep. We've got an N6 GT3. We've got that. And we've got something else. We've got this. Which was, for a time, the car that you saw all over the channel art for my Twitch channel. Oh! It is utterly sexual. I love this thing so much. I basically just took this out on one of the Tokyo Expressway maps, or tracks, and just did a ton of drifting in it, and then did the photo mode, spammed that, and got some really cool, like, night shots of it, and then just used that for all the channel art, which was awesome. The banner car, yes, there it is. Is that my subconscious saying, get on with it? Maybe, but when have I ever listened to my subconscious? And we've got some more cars down here. And this was a car that starred on, I think, one stream. Because I won this as a prize car, I think. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then, I think it was Super Mike. I was like, no, that's actually quite a cool car. We ended up driving it, and I was like, it looks like a sports car crashed into a shed. But I kind of like it. It's the Mazda RX 500. There it is. Believe it's a rotary. Someone might be correct me in the chat. And we've also got this, which are Porsche 911 RSR, obviously kitted out in the Coca-Cola retro livery from last year's Petit Le Mans. A race that, spoiler alert, I was at. It's kind of where I got this flag. So, yeah, that's happy memories of a cool time. I have the diecast of that car as well, which is very cool. However, there is one car I'm aware I haven't talked about much. Here it is. The most legendary car in our garage. Yes, it's a Volkswagen Samba bus. This is the Sexpa bus. There it is. You've heard of Sexpa Bomb. This is Sexpa bus. This is a maxed out Volkswagen bus. I was actually kicking the crap out of, like... Weren't we beating, like, hot hatches and, like, mid-tier classic cars in this thing? Oh, my word. Oh, my God, the go-kart. Oh, yeah, I have got a go-kart. Some nice Project Cars 2 throwbacks there. No, I said nice. There were some, unbelievably. Anyway, that's all by the by. What we're actually here to do is go after a car that's recently added to the game. And the funny thing is, I didn't know how many credits I had. We could just go and get it right now. So, the hunt for the new car isn't really giving me much. It's just, I'm just going to go over here and buy it. But, so that should be a command. What, the go-kart? I beat a Lancer Evo. Maxed out and still only M100. Look, listen, right? Before it was an N-100. Right, so... What cars are new since the last time I was in this game? I may have updated a lot more recently than I think, or I thought. So, yeah, we've got some stuff. But over here, we've got a funky new car to check out. Ooh, the Aria Maya. Not that. We have a funky new car to check out. Now, this is a car that... thanks for spoiling it, menu screen. There you go. They're kind of pimping it there. Now, this is a car... Because before, I've been a little bit critical sometimes of Gran Turismo's car selection. Sometimes I'm a bit... It just feels a bit like quantity over quality, you know? Did Nissan have a new logo? I missed that. So, for an example, sometimes in Gran Turismo Sport, I was a bit critical of the cars they added. Whether they were a bit pointless or a bit... Well, just a bit pointless, really. Exhibit A, this. A diesel Mazda hatchback. I can't wait to drive this. This is what I want when I boot up Gran Turismo Sport. I'm like, what new cars have we got tonight? 4. We got Lewis Hamilton's F1 car. Well, we did eventually. What have we got? What cool cars have just been added? A car that, like, if you're a teenager just coming out of university or college and had just passed your test, you wouldn't even drive this. You'd just be like, Mum, I'm getting the bus. I see the bus. Professor Hitch is here. Hello. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Mike just said, I love this thing, by the way. One of my favourite modern new recent cars. I assume you're not talking about this. There's a Turbo MX-5 race car. Why the diesel version when there's a sportier... Exactly! It's not even the sporty version. It's the diesel. Ah, okay, that car, the one we're going to get to in a minute. I thought so, Mike. Resi, but if you had a turbo on it, does it make a weird high-pitched sound? I don't know. We might have to find out. I suspect no, but you never know. However, there is a car that has just been added to the game that not only am I very excited to drive in this game, I actually kind of have a craving to own it IRL. And that's very weird for me. See, I've had my driving license the thick end of, 9 years. 9 years this month, I've had my driving license. Do you want to know how many cars I've owned? Naught. Some petrolhead I am. Yes, I know. Part of that is being a broke freelancer. Part of that is, for the most part, I haven't needed a car or been able to afford to justify one. But I have desperately wanted one. So... yeah, and obviously throughout that time, I've been looking at various used cars, classic cars, something cheap and standard to get going, you know? But there's now a new car that I actually desperately want. I've actually looked up insurance quotes and somehow finance options, even though I know it will probably require me, like, busking in Trafalgar Square every single day for the next 10 years to even afford it. I don't care. I love this car. And much like that guitar in Wayne's World, I'm hoping that if I say the magic line, it may come true. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. For now, it might not be IRL, but for now, we can own it in this game. So let's cut to the chase. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It is the Toyota GR Yaris. You might be thinking, AJ, that's really not your kind of car. You're normally into your big V8 muscle cars or your classic JDM sports cars or whatever. It's a Yaris. I mean, what are you talking about? You're talking honk, mate. But that GR on it actually stands for Gazoo Racing. Now, I've always thought the name Gazoo Racing sounds a bit weird, mainly because I just think of the milkshake, the yogurt, the milkshake drink thingy, Yazoo. So I'm like, oh, it's chocolate milk racing. No, it's not. What they are the people behind Toyota's Le Mans racing team and World Rally Championship team. This is basically a rally car in road car skin. It's all-wheel drive, 270 horsepower, near as makes no difference. It is absolutely bananas, and I've kind of fallen head over heels in love with it. You know when you just fall in love with someone who is completely not your standard type, as you were, you know, you're like, oh, I normally fancy these kind of people, this, you know, who look like this, or kind of like this, and then someone who just blows all of those conventions out of the water shows up, and you're like, please marry me immediately. This is kind of this car for me. So, Banjo-Kazooie Racing. I would say wait a year or two and wait for the depreciation to hit. Oriel, I'm not going to have a choice, even if I... there's no way I can afford to buy this car now, so I'm going to have to work to save up for it. So it'll probably be the thick end of a couple of years anyway, in which point, hopefully, prices will come down a bit. But, for now, we can own it in this game. Now, that's funny, on the UK, on the website for the real car, there's only 3 colours listed, but in this game, there's 2 kinds of white. Super White 2 or Platinum White Pearl Mika. There's Emotional Red... Emotional Red and Precious Black Pearl. I tell you what. You know what? White, 2 played out. It's either red or black. So chat, no, fuck it. I'm not letting you vote on this. I want it in red. Yes, we're doing it. Here we go. Here we go. We've got it. We've got it. Now, you know what this also means, of course? We need to name this car. Whether I, then go on to name my real car this, obviously when I end up getting this, remains to be seen. But, that'd be a weird conversation to have. It's like, oh, has your car got a name? Yeah, it's called Twat Nozzle. Twat Nozzle. Yeah, you see, a year before I got it, that's very optimistic, but just roll with me on this. I was driving this car on stream, and I made a promise to my chat that if they named my car, I'd name my real car this. Matty Chan 98, hello. You were trying to finance a Toyota Avalon TRD. Nice. Devlin. What for? Oh, is that the Devlin who I saw wiped out Ryan Eric King of Motorsport 101 in the Totally Not the Freedom 100 on iRacing? Whatever it was. Right. You know what we need to do first? What we need to do is GT League. We need to do GT League, and we need to find some events for our GR Yaris. Danny as in DeVito. What, as in it's small and terrifying? Have I got that right? I may have. I don't know. Well, there's new events in everything, so... Nissan GTR Cup, Group 4 Cup, maybe not quite that fast. The Passion of Dr. Wankle. Yes, that was the thing. Can we enter this? No. I might just fucking spam the Sunday Cup. Right, Amateur League. What have we got here? We've got Clubman Cup. We could do that. They've actually added some new events to Clubman Cup. We could do that. There's 4 races in the Clubman Cup. Okay, so the entry criteria says N500. What do we think? Do we think... Hang on. Are there new races in the Sunday Cup? Yes, there are. Right, there's a couple of new races in the Sunday Cup. We're going to enter that first. See how our Yaris does straight out the gate. And then we'll go on to the Clubman Cup. We're feeling good. So, we're heading out for our first hit out in my brand new GR Yaris RZ High Performance. I don't know why you need the quotation marks. It legitimately is a high performance car. 20. Yes. Okay. Similar to you with the Yaris, I saw the new Avalon and was like, oh, damn, that's actually really nice. I feel so weird seeing that menu showing that you haven't done the licenses on most of the challenges. I haven't really needed to, or wanted to, really. There might be a few more circuit experiences since the last time I was in this game. But, right. For the first time in over a year, I'm playing Gran Turismo Sport and I'm streaming it. This feels like such a throwback. This is literally what I was doing a year ago. Because when I, around the time, shout out to anyone who dates way back to the Mixer days. That brief period of Mixer. So, also, I did a Let's Play series of the Gran Turismo mode on Armbar Arcade, actually. And streamed this a couple of times on. Oh. Oh, did you hear that? It balked. It burst into life. I wasn't expecting that. My traction control, no. We don't need that. Everything else, yeah, fine, whatever. I want to try and keep it stock because I imagine my real car will be like that. Like, I don't anticipate making that many mods to it. How much do you need to mod this? Okay. We do not speak of the Mixer day. Book 92, hello. I love the fact that more than one person in chat just straight up went, we do not talk about the Mixer days. They don't exist. Society's progressed past the need for Mixer. Twitch, alright, bet. Anyway, we're still on Twitch, despite Twitch's best efforts. And, let's fucking do this. Let's go. Let's go. I have no idea how my wheel's going to handle this. What? It rasps. Right, what changed? Right, let's look behind. That's changed camera. Oh, alright, well, it's done that thing where... Right, what's the pause button? That's not it. Okay, it's now paused. Right. So it's done that thing with the detailed settings. Can I not change the controls from here? It's done that thing where it's registering the clutch as the throttle and the... yeah, that. So, Society. Right, okay. False alarm. We're gonna have to quit out because annoyingly, my pedals have done the thing where they're like, no, you want the clutch to be the throttle. No, I don't. I don't want this. That's car settings. All right. What? Now someone's messaging me. Go away. What? Oh. I just got really confused. I just got a message from my mate being like, Dave has delivered. They're showing the original race through London. I'm like, right, number one, who's Dave? Number two, what race in London are we talking about? We talking about the Formula E race in Battersea Park or something? Or the track from Gran Turismo 5. And then I realised he was talking about Dave, the TV channel, and the Top Gear race across London. There we go. Top left corner. Right, okay, thank you. This is part of the reason I like to stream these games on stream, because I have a whole audience of backseat drivers. So, top left, my menu options. Yes, we need to do that. Controllers, yeah, I kind of need that. Thrustmaster TGT. Just undoing the Velcro strap. Huh, okay. So Mixer did do something good. Right, recommended settings. Okay, T300 RS. Gear down, rear view. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. So how can I change the pedals? Unless I'm missing something. I probably am. Mix was killed by... I got a T300 RS, yes. Yes, I have. But I also have TGT pedals, so... I'm a little bit confused as to where you actually change the pedal options. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I wonder. Hang on. I think there's a button on the actual wheel itself to change how the pedals are configured. Hang on. T300 RS. Clutch as throttle. Pedal. Yeah, someone said the same thing with the T3PAs. Well, that's for Project Cars 2. I don't want this. What about Gran Turismo Sport? Right. Aha! Yes! Right, okay. So when I was setting up my wheel earlier, there's a little button here on the base called Mode. So you hold that down, and it's either red, as it is now, because I've just held it down, or green. I suddenly remembered, I think that is to do with how the pedal, that mode is for the pedals. So red, confusingly, is normal, I think, and green, which is what it was on in the last race, is inverted. So, should we try all of that again, and this time, not go, yeah, oh. I'm going to drive my new car. Oh, it doesn't work. So we've gone back to the dealership. We're like, my car's doesn't work. And they're like, no, sir, you need to press this button. Oh, thanks. I'm very low tech, you see. Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Right, that makes sense. Oriole with the logic in here. He's very good at that. Mike just asked the same question that I normally ask, which is, why would anyone have them inverted? So the clutch is the throttle, but it's if the pedals are mounted upside down and inverted in like a rig. So, you know, flips it upside down. So the clutch pedal comes upside down, becomes the right-hand pedal, throttle, and vice versa. So there you go. Right. Enough fucking around. Let's see if we can actually drive this time. Here we go. Take 2. Foot on the throttle. Is anything going to happen? Yes! We're away! We're driving! We're driving onto our Yaris. Yeah! Who is that donkey that we have just motored past before we've even got to turn 1? All right, turning in. Woohoo! Okay. Okay. All right. And, well, that's a Honda Civic Type R. That's a Renault Clio. Bye. Oh, my God. There's some blithering up ahead. Help me! Oh, Jesus. That's a Toyota 86. Okay, and then hard to turn 3. We've just psyched that Peugeot completely off the track by. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay. This little thing is spicy. I like it. Is that a Toyota 2000 GT? Oh, dear. We're just putting a ton of disrespect on all the Toyotas out here in our Toyota Yaris. The Yaris has had enough of being the boring family hatchback of the Toyota range. He's out here. Okay. We're now coming. That's a Subaru Impreza. We're about to yeet an Impreza. Nope, not quite. Oh, hello. And no, sit down. Sit down, Boomer. The Subaru Impreza may have been the rally icon of the road 20 years ago, but now it's this chonky little Yaris. It's a roidy little motherfucker. It's this little thing. To be fair, the AI engine... listen, shush, alright? I'm taking this. We're sending it on an Alpha 4C. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted to test out in the Sunday Cup. Jesus Christ, where are we going? That would have been a penalty in GT Sport, as was looking at the race director funny. Oh, Jesus Christ. Also, the leader is 10 seconds up the road. And we've only got 2 laps. Final lap, presented by Gazoo Racing Banks. We have just gained 3 seconds on him in one straight. Okay. All right. The AI granny trundlers. Yeah, except for the one that randomly becomes God. I assume that glitch is still present. Anyway. Oh my God, what is this leading? What is this? Is that's a Renault Alpine that's leading? All right, sir. You may have been a rally icon in the 1960s, but not now, sir. Not now. To be honest, I did want to test out and kind of get my eye back in because I've not driven on this game for the thick end of 8 months, maybe even longer. So I wanted to use these races just to practice and get used to the new wheel and everything, but also just see where the level was for this car. So obviously it's monstering the field in Sunday Cup. I reckon it could take falls in the Clubman Cup. It's an N500. This car's technically ranked N300. This is supposed to be an N400 ranked event, and we're slapping up fools everywhere. We are absolutely bodying fools all over the place. Although it's the Renault Alpine now doing that thing where it suddenly becomes good. Because suddenly that gap's staying consistent. car. My love affair for this car was entirely justified. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, the Renault Alpine mystically gained the thick end of 0.7 of a second on the final corner. Fuck off with your rubber banding. Absolutely just get absolutely nonced, all of you. The future is now, old man. Guess who's coming back to IndyCar? Is it Tony Kanaan? Because I've seen that news. I think the ranking just means the max limit for the car you can enter, not necessarily what the Oriole, look, listen, right? Just stop ruining things with your logic and your sense. I know the AI shit. I know they're not probably this, but shush. Oriole's the guy at the wrestling show who's just like, no, you know it's fake, right? They're actually best mates in real life. They actually train together. They don't actually hate each other. He's actually married to someone else. He's not dating his girlfriend. Shush. I'm kidding, Oriole. I'm kidding. It's just me trying to put over this car strong. Anyway, so we've won that. We've done the thing. So we may as well mop up the Monza race as well, and then just do some more stuff. Fair warning, this stream will probably entirely consist of me driving the Yaris. I hope you're all right with that, because, you know, that's just how it's going to be. Whoa. I'm joking with you, Oreo. It's fine. It's cool. I know you wouldn't actually do that. Well, I hope you wouldn't. I've never been to a wrestling show with him, so I don't know. Right. Here we go. The car is like the spiritual successor to the old Yaris RS Turbo. I remember that. Was that not in Gran Turismo 3? I seem to recall that was in GT3. It might have been in 2, but I definitely remember it from 3. Yeah. No, I don't think anything else needs changing. What tyres are we in? I assume we're on Sports Hard. Road tyres. Oh, okay. Just BOP us. Just try and BOP ourselves. Right. Here we go. GT3, 4, 5, and 6. Ah, okay. And here we go. I was going to say, I just want to check that this is actually the... sir. Oh my... That's not the look back button. I've just driven straight up the trumpet of Infinity, I think. And there's a Super Impreza. And then there's the first chicane. Oh, there's maximum granny trundling going on here. What is going on here? What is going on? What absolute weapon? What are you all doing? Are you holding everyone up? You're in a Clio, man. That's not the look behind me button. That is. You're in a Clio. It can't be that rubbish. Anyway, oh God. Who's been put on pole? Also, I just realised it's the first time I'm playing GT Sport on my 1440p monitor. God, it looks beautiful. It's like the first time I saw Gran Turismo 5 on a full, like, 1080p TV. I nearly orgasmed. Well, I actually did. That's another Toyota 86, so bye. I don't even know what buttons do what in my car, and I'm still beating bods. That's a DS3. Is that a DS3 Racing? Well, I mean, it's not racing very well at the moment. So that was a bit scary. The lights in my room just dimmed dramatically. Sometimes says there's a power cut imminent. Cross your fingers. Anyway, yes, I mean, we're leading. Not that that's any surprise. But this being Gran Turismo Sport, I'm not going to coast home. We have to keep going at full speed. Because given that we're already into the lead, presumably the game is now doing like a Russian roulette thing of like, which car are we going to turn into Ayrton Senna do Brazil? Which car? Spin the wheel of fortune. Hopefully it's the car in like last or something. We are pulling a decent gap on the Citroen DS3 anyway. It'll probably be the DS3. Oh, God. Full on understeer through there, through Parabolica. That is Parabolica, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, we're pulling a bit of a gap on the Citroen. Imagine your pure Toyota sports car being slapped up by a Toyota hatchback. But my purity. Final lap presented by that girl that I thought was really hot on Tinder. Actually answered my message, and it also turned out she was a massive Lando Norris fan and a train nerd. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Having lusted over the GR Yaris and now hopped in one and discovered it is just as fun to drive as I hoped it would be. Also, by the way, we're pimp slapping the poor Citroen. So I don't think Ayrton Senna has suddenly, the spirit of Ayrton Senna has suddenly been transplanted into that Citroen, along with 4 tanks of NOS in the boot. So should it be the spirit of Paul Walker? I need, what is it? You suddenly get the spirit of, what was the meme order from Fast and Furious 1? You get, if you're an AI driver in a race, you suddenly get blessed by the gods of polyphony with a T50 turbo and 3 tanks of NOS. Right, now the Citroen has gained in a little bit there, but it may well have been that I did the Lesmos, about as well as George Russell did the entire Turkish Grand Prix. My God, is that man on my shit list right now? Ever since the embarrassment of Imola. Goodness me, he's not allowed in the boy clubhouse at the moment. He can just look through the window. Whoa! Okay. Yep, let's just go into, I can't even remember what the name of that corner is. One of the most legendary corner sequences in real-life motorsport. Completely sideways. Because, yes, this is a rally car, deep down. It decided to read my steering input as a Scandinavian flick. I didn't do a Scandinavian flick, but it decided that's what I did. Love this car. Fucking love this car. Yes. And across the line. There you go. The drifty. You got parts overnighted from Japan. I'm calling the Carabinieri. There's a mass murder going on at Monza. You kicked him from the stable and moved in some British touring car boys. Yes, I did. I mean, I already had some BTCC boys, but I've kind of traded them in. Well, mainly it was Rob Austin, but he doesn't race full-time in touring cars anymore. He came back for 1 round this year, which was awesome, and he was still pretty good, so that was awesome. But Josh Cook's kind of been my main boy in British touring cars, but I think he may have to leave the stable to make room for the Tingram train. I've got Tingram merch on order. Tom Ingram is boy status. He may well be approaching boy status now. Alongside the A-team of Takuma Sato, he's King Boy, Pato Award, Lando Norris, Tingram now is added, Shane Van Gisbergen, he's a big boy, Scotty McLaughlin, I'm not sure if he can be a boy anymore, he's too successful. Although Shane's one, never mind, they're in my stable at the moment. So, Ascari, that's it, sideways entry into Ascari. That is a big balls move. This car has some seriously large dick energy. Right, how many miles have we done? I assume not enough to do the daily thingamy-bob. No. Okay, so Sunday Cup was kind of hosed. I suspect we could have entered it in PLP50 and still won, but never mind. We entered it in our brand new GR Yaris, and I fucking loved it, so it's great. Right, so then, we've got a four-wheel drive challenge. Oh, shit. We can do that. But for now, let's go to the Clubman Cup. So we've got races at the west layout of Maggiore, one of the best fantasy circuits in Gran Turismo history. Don't step to me on this. We've got a full lap of the Nordschleife. Excellent. We've got 3 laps of Spa and 3 laps of Bathurst. Let's do this. It's like they went, right, we need to add some races to the Clubman Cup. Just for when AJ returns to the game, test driving his brand new GR Yaris. What shall we add? His favourite fantasy track in the game, the Nordschleife, Spa-Francorchamps, and his favourite racetrack in the world, Bathurst. Fuck yeah, let's go. McLaughlin has evolved from boy into man. He really has. He has graduated. We had like a ceremony for him to graduate the boy stable. We all went to the clubhouse, had the bar. We all got beers for him, and we toasted his three championships, his Bathurst 1000, and now he's going to go and kick ass in IndyCar, which is awesome. Hello, MTG27 Racing. How you doing? Good to see you in here as well. In this house, we stand Maggiore, and it's roller coaster hairpin. Indeed, we do. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Oriole spotted it. They saw me coming for this one. There's a Focus ST, yeah. There's an Atenza, yeah. And then there's an Aston Martin V8 Vantage. There's a 69 Corvette, nice. Mazda RX-7, a Megane RS Trophy, so definitely the sporty model. Yeah, they saw us coming this time. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. Triangles. Here we go. Away we go. Alright, coming up on turn 1. Just bury the pedal. No, sir. I am here. You're not stopping this. Are we just living rent-free in the heads of every Toyota 86 driver? Because they're like, oh, this is the only affordable, sporty, cheap Toyota to own. Oh, fuck. I'm being slapped up by a Yaris. My grand drives a Yaris. Oh, this is the layout with the roller coaster hairpin. Fuck yeah, let's go. And we got 5 laps this time as well, so that's cool. All right, what have we got here? We've got a Megane, we've got a 4C. And we're going to send it on all of them down here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that's an Infinity that's getting sent. Oh, dear. Bye. So the Alpha saw us in his mirrors, sent it on the Infinity, and then just blithered straight off into the gravel while I sent it on both of them. That's also a Citroen. Whoa! You don't shut the door on this thing. I'm like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You don't shut the door on me, because I'm just going to take an axe to the door instead and be like, here's Yaris. Or whatever name we end up giving this car. Oh, there we go. Just got to be careful. I'm not great at driving all-wheel drive cars. I'm used to, like, front engine, rear drive or something. I guess you have to try and drive it more like an FF car. Here we go. That's a Renault. Which way are you going, mate? Oh, bye. Is that the one I said was the sporty model? Deary me. Anyway, 1 lap down. We've made up 7 positions already. That's a Nissan Skyline R34. We've just slapped up a Nissan Skyline R34. A legend of JDM sports motoring, a supercar killer, and we've just pimp slapped it. And guess what? There's another Toyota 86 wondering why it's bought the wrong Toyota. Right, coming up is the Alpha Mito. Is it Mito or Mito? I don't know. Steady on. Steady on there, car. Gee, this is like having a police dog. It's nice and cuddly and lovely. It'll love you. And then if you give it the command to, it will go and bite a robber's knob. You see a car thief and it'll be like, go on then, doggy, go for it. And he'll just go off and bite his testicles. I love it on those like police camera action shows. Well, it's not actually police camera, but you know the one, the like cops with cameras shows. I love the bit where they talk about the police dogs. Police dogs are the only police, Blue Lives Matter. They're the only blue lives that do matter. Police doggies. Because they're often adorably cute, amazing at sniffing out drugs. Like the amount of times it'd be like, we've broken into this man's house to investigate for drugs. And he's like, bruv, I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck off, man. I ain't got no drugs in here, fam. And then the dog's just like goes over and sits next to the cupboard underneath the sink. It's just like, sir, there's some drugs in here. And they find like half a kilo of cocaine. And the criminal's like, oh, for fuck's sake, fam. And the little dog's just like wagging its tail like, do I get a treat now? Dad, I found the drugs. But yeah, and then there's like the police attack dogs, who are the ones, like, the crim, you'll have a guy who's like jacked a car and tried to make an escape. And actual cops, humans, will be after him. And they'll be like, fuck off, fam, I ain't stopping for you. And then they'll be like, all right, Fluffy, go and get him. And they're like, oh, fuck, shit, fuck. Oh, come clean, it's a fair cop. Please don't let him bite me. And again, the little dog just obediently returns back to its owner's side, like wagging its tail, like, Dad, I did good. I bit the bad man. I nommed the bad man's balls. And like, yes, you did, Fluffy. Anyway, that's kind of, in a roundabout way of saying this is kind of like what driving this car is like. Stubbs toe. Fuck. My toe. Tonight on World's Wildest Police Chases. Right, so, you know what? I'm going to take a slight guess and say that that car that's 12 seconds out in front is the Aston. If we can hunt down this Aston Martin. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Let's really focus. No more stories about police dogs or whatever. As much as dogs are great. Don't know what car. Oh, this is the poor focus. Oh dear. Downshifted a bit early there. No need for that. Oh, the lift-off oversteer is just so spicy in this car. I love it. Oh, and bye. Right. We've got 2 laps and a bit to hunt down an Aston Martin V8 Vantage in our Toyota Yaris. Sentences I didn't think I'd ever say in my life, but I didn't think I'd see a car as bananas as this in my life. Okay. I just put the throttle down while I was still coming out the corner. I was like, right, okay, it'll understeer sort of in. There we go. And it was just like, bam, bam, bam. Oh, God. Oh. Yep, sideways through a flat-out corner at 100 miles an hour. I'm all about this car. And the gap to the lead Aston Martin is now 3.5 seconds. Oh, it just devours that corner. Man, this thing on the Nordschleife is going to be a blast. A blast of cocaine right to my nasal cavity. Okay. Whoop, we just ran over a cone. A bit more lift-off oversteer. This car just loves lift-off oversteer. And I love this car. Ooh! Just feed this car a steady diet of lift-off oversteer, and it's fine. So, Huskinen, you know you've got an Aston Martin. You absolute donkey! Hold this L! I've got this very spicy L for you. I would like you to hold it. Right, final lap presented by that chump in the Aston Martin is officially an absolute pleb. But I am now wondering if it's like a clever ploy. Whether they're like, well, I ran wide, but you're now in front of me, which means I can activate Paul Walker mode. Yeah, watch as that gap mysteriously starts coming down again here. Okay, alright. Well, I'd expect it in a straight line. How much horsepower has the V8 Vantage got? The thick end of over 400? 450? Yeah, that gap is plummeting all of a sudden. Right. Well, my car absolutely devours that corner. Yep. He's suddenly got them T50 turbos and tanks of NOS in the back of his car all of a sudden. But is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough to avoid defeat from a Toyota hatchback? You do know what happens if you get defeated by a Toyota hatchback if you own an Aston Martin. You have to ring up Aston Martin and immediately give up ownership of your car. They take it back. They take it back to the factory. Like, no. You're just embarrassing our brand. We refuse to let you drive this car anymore. Well, guess what? Paul Huskinen is going to have to deal with that because we're about to slap him up. Officially. Yeah! Hell yeah! Thick end. Yeah, it's just my term today. At least 385 horsepower. If he oversteers too much, just counter-steer and give it the beans like in touring cars. Exactly. So that we can see the distance to the leader. Honestly, when I was designing this overlay, This overlay worked fine in a set of Corsa Competizione, fine in Gran Turismo 5, fine in F1 2020, blocked a little bit in Gran Turismo Sport. It's one of those things where I think no matter where I put these things on the screen, it's going to partially obscure something. So I will, if it's blocking something, I'll try and let you know what it is as we're going on. Right. I think, is it 25 miles for the daily mileage price? I would describe the rear of the GR Yaris as a thick end. Some Aston Martin dealership is getting the car returned after that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I swear to God, if we now receive a GR Yaris prize car. Doesn't look like one's even available from that selection. So we're going to get the shit car out of that lot. No, we're not. We're just going to get another BMW M6 GT3, which I've already got about 20 of. Never mind. There we go. Now, let's just check whether the BMW I already have. I know I have already. Okay. Right, that was a prize car as well. So, yeah, go away. I don't want your gift of a BMW. I don't want that. Not when I've got a GR Yaris. All right? A GR Yaris, which I think might deserve some new rims. What do you reckon? What am I doing now? Oh, it's that, isn't it? Okay. Whoops. Actually, no, let's keep stop. We're good. Okay, the 2015 Vantage S is 430 horsepower. The Boomermobile TM. Yeah. Oh man, that was some bollocks marketing strats there. Happy holidays from Ferrari. Thanks, Ferrari. Do you want to tell that to Sebastian Vettel? Anyway, what have we got now? We've got the Nordschleife. Okay. Here we go. Oh, my Lord. 1705. About an hour in. That's good. Okay. So what have we got in this race? We've got a Golf GTI, a Ford F-150 Raptor, an M4, a 208 GTI, some other boring cars, an RX-7, another GTI, another RX-7, a Mustang, some other cars. Right, all will fall before the mighty sword of the little GR Yaris. Now, yeah, we've still got sports hard tyres on. Could put on sports soft, I guess. No, we don't need this. We don't need any of this. We don't need no tuning setups. Right. So main rival is the M4. Assuming, sounded like I was on a commute. So my main rival for today's epic journey across the UK is the M4. It's always got really bad traffic around Junction 3. Final lap, for there is only one. Alright, where we go. Of the cars we saw on the entry list, the M4 would probably be our main opponent. However, I don't know if any more cars are lurking like 13th, 14th and 15th on the grid, because they didn't show us that. Alright, what's this we've got coming up? Is that Ferrari 308? Well, it's behind a Toyota 86, so... Is that a Ferrari of some kind? Or Di Tommaso? Whatever, it is now being pimp-slapped by a family hatchback. God, there's something you should know about me, and this car speaks to it so much. I love a good sleeper car. I love an absolutely bananas performance car that doesn't look like one. I love that. That's why I love the Lotus Carlton, for example. A family executive sedan that was actually a supercar killer, and so insane it could outrun the then Metropolitan Police standard police cars at the time, and insurers refused to insure people to drive it. Also, we're just going to go 3 wide. We're going to go 3 wide. Yep, okay. Okay. Too much blithering happening there. Far too much. I'm not having this. We did also just send it on an R34 again, so that happened. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, whoa. That was a place to get some lift off oversteer. The great thing is about driving this car, I don't even care if we win. I'm just having so much fun driving it. That's what I like about the Gran Turismo games. You can just have fun driving cars like you would IRL. It's kind of the closest most of us will get to being a Top Gear presenter. Oh god, we've got another slow car coming up. Oh no, what's this? Oh, it's the Mazda holding up a Volkswagen GTI. Oh, what is this? Look at this absolute blithering. Is your dart actually out on the... What are you doing? Sir! What is this? The Golf's trying to go... What's going... You're so slow! You are... Oops! Sorry! Look, I had to go past him as well, you know? He's throwing blocks on the Golf. I love it. I have every right to be here, even if my car is slow as a turd. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. We interrupt your scheduled broadcasting for a brief episode of Code Brown. Now we return to your normally scheduled programming. That's a Mazda RX-7. Bye. Do you want to go eat some Doritos in the corner? Think about your life choices. That's another Citroen. You know what, Citroen, whoever keeps turning up, this pleb who keeps turning up in a Citroen, you might want to get the DS3 Racing, because you're not having much success in the standard DS3, I'll be quite honest with you. That's also a Mustang. That's a Mustang. We've just psyched out a Ford Mustang. Oh, God. Was that? Oh, that was a Di Tommaso Pantera. I would say that's a favourite car of mine. You all in chat would be like, press X to doubt you didn't even recognise it. But the Mangusta is an underrated car. Like, the Di Tommaso that everyone knows is the Pantera, surprisingly so. You know, oh no, wait, that's the wrong Pantera. You know what I mean. But the Mangusta is underrated. And I was also watching. Any of you guys? Oh, that's a corner here, isn't it? There's a corner here. Yep. There we go. I love the fact I completely fucked up the entry to that corner. And my car was just like, it's fine, I've got this. Oh my god, that's the truck. That's the F-150 Raptor. So that's a Golf GTI. That's a Mazda RX. How are we getting past this thing? Oh my. Cone! We made a cone friend. How's that for a pass in the grass? Fool. Amazing. Amazing. Right. Okay, so we're flat through here, flat through here. It's here that you have to brake a little bit, isn't it? Yep. And we probably brake too much. Okay, so now the hunt for the M4 begins. Obviously, it heard that we were in this race, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. Okay. Okay, up to the carousel. And through the carousel we go. We've made up a few seconds already. They say you cut the course. God, this car is so good. Like, I hope this is an accurate rendition of the car's handling IRL. We're gaining seconds. It was 17 seconds a moment ago. It's now 10. It is devouring these corners. It's like me devouring chocolate dairy milk bars. Just, that was nice. Oh, that was definitely the wrong gear to be in there. I have a feeling we'll probably need to... Okay, so the game keeps trying to tell me to change down to second. The car is like, no, do not change down to second. I don't need it. It's lovely as well, because there's not really that much, like... You don't have to downshift to second, because there's a decent amount of power out of the band down low in third. Oh, God. Right. I feel like we're going to need to at least catch up to the M4 before dotting a hoe. because I feel like it's probably going to have a top speed advantage down Dottinger. Oh god, it's this section. Oh god, it's this section. Maximum poo! And this car is eating the corners alive! It's alive! It's alive! Oh, oh! Is the M4 gonna is the M4 gonna piss itself? Is the M4 gonna shit itself? It's not gonna. So I think we're. Oh, oh, oh! Yes! 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 Has the M4 just spaffed it up the wall? Well, we've still got Dottinger. And especially if PD now gift that car the power of T50 turbos and 3 tanks of NOS, if you can now activate Paul Walker mode, we're still probably going to be in trouble, but I don't care. Oh, pog tasty. Here comes the mini carousel. Time for the drafting battle. This needs some intense chase music. Yeah, as suspected, he's drafting up behind us. Here we go. It's going to be last of the late breakers into the final corners, isn't it? Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, oh, he had to let off. He had to let off. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Yes. I haven't been this sweaty at the Nürburgring since Mission 34 on Gran Turismo 4. We out here. We are out here. Brilliant. I've got weight advantage, just a bit. Just a tiny bit. Whew. Okay. Gets Mission 34 PTSD flashbacks. Oh my god, I've only just noticed we're getting a car handicap bonus of plus 40% for our prize money. Amazing. So that's the game saying, yeah, we're turning up in an underpowered car. And I'm just like, am I? What a race. That was a fun race. I've forgotten. You know what? I think GT mode in this game is pretty underrated. You know, the way they spread the AI out, it's kind of annoying. I prefer it to be a regular race. And the cheesing can be a bit annoying. But it can also, I think sometimes it can lead to some of the most competitive AI racing ever in Gran Turismo games. If they stick with this sort of AI skill level for GT7, I'm there, you know. Excuse me. Excuse me. Right, okay. Now we head to Spa. Francorchamps. How you guys feeling about the new overlay graphics, by the way? The little chat window up there. I might still remove the chat window. I don't know if I want it on the screen, if it's taking up too much room by being there. Let me know if you have thoughts either way on that one. But I'm pretty happy with it. Like I say, it may be getting in the way of something, but if you have things on your screen on Twitch, it's going to get in the way of something in a game. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Usefully in iRacing, you can move the HUD elements around. Right, so what have we got in this race? We've got a Mark 1 Golf GTI, an 86... another Almito, Audi TTS Coupe, another Pantera, we've got an MR2, a Megane, a Focus ST, and some other people. Who cares? Let's go. It's unreadable on my screen. Oh, is it? The overlay graphics are nice. Okay. But that's my fault for having an enormous 4K TV. Okay. Well, if you reckon it's unreadable anyway, that might be motivation for me to just not have chat on the screen. I don't know. Let me know in chat if it's that big of a deal for you to have chat on the screen. I have it there for the moment. I like the look of it if we are to have it on the screen. If we don't, that's also fine. I would also like to point out the name of the 15th place driver, which you can't see on the screen right now. They're called V-Gay. Yeah. I'm not joking you. Ooh, also, this is a I should have known he'd try and give us a tank slapper up Eau Rouge. That was full Nick Tandy shit right there. It's an Impreza wagon. Oh, dear. That's a Dodge Viper. It's a Dodge Viper. Oh, dear. somewhere, Rhino GT4 is crying outraged tears. Just slapping the Viper drivers like, I can't believe you've done this. Meantime, that's another Nissan Skyline R34. I love the fact we've seen 3 of these so far, and they're absolutely no threat whatsoever. That's another Mazda Atenza, for fuck's sake. Oh, what are you doing trying to shut the door on me, you pleb? You not know who you're up against? Sir! Oh, and a Peugeot gets sent as well. That's track limits, that's fine. Look, if this was pole qualifying for the Spa 24, that would be fine. Oh. Again. This is just my attempt at the pole lap for the Spa 24. Oh, is that the 86 Grumman? That's an 86 Grumman in front of us. So, like, the special edition. The special high-performance edition. The rest of Team Toyota are finally bringing out the big guns to keep getting embarrassed by this random independent driver in a Yaris. Embarrassing their factory GT86 cars. And, well, I have to say, the 86 Grumman not helping so far. I've got to say. The driver called V Gay... It's literally v.gay. I'm not joking you. I wonder if V gay... I love it. He's very gay. That's fabulous. I love that. On yourself. What's your name? I'm V gay. Oh, great. That explains the rainbow stuck to the aerial of your car. That's awesome. Anyway, so we've got Focus ST, the other Toyota 86 Grumman. Oh, no, wait. That other car can't have been... That's the 86 Grumman. I don't know what the other car was, that Roadster thingy. It is a high-performance model anyway, I know that. Vehemently gay. And we've got a Toyota MR2. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. They will never get tiresome. The other is a Concept. Oh, yeah, that's the one. I remember having one of those. I was like, wait, I've driven one of those before. I really liked it. What's it called? Bury the throttle up of O-Rouge. There you go. That's an Audi TT. That was an Audi TT. Foot to the floor down the Kemmel Straight. 130 miles an hour. Coming up on 140. Don't quite get 140 by the time we have to brake for... Le Com. Spa's another legendary track where I'm like, I should know the names of the corners, but I just completely don't. Meantime, that's a Di Tommaso Pantera. The same one from the last race. He was just like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to start top 5 this time. I won't be stuck behind some blithering idiots at the back. I'll really get a chance to show what I can do. Uh-oh. Well, thanks for coming. You were the latest attempt to try and take the challenge belt away from the Toyota GR Yaris, and yeah, I mean, for now, you have failed. The AI could still bestow upon you Paul Walker mode, which gives your car another 150 horsepower. But, I mean, it ain't looking good for you. I will be honest, I feel like PD's God mode hath bestowed those powers upon someone else. On initial evidence, it doesn't seem to be you. Oh. This car's just... Oh, it's just... It's so much fun to drive, but it doesn't feel like it's going to kill me. Like, it just feels like it's vibing. You know? Like, we out here, just yeeting it into corners. A little bit of lift off oversteer, but it's okay. I got it under control. We're just having fun. We're just having a blast. It's not like it's snapping oversteer to be like, I'm going to murder you now. Like an old TVR or something, you know? Right, so V Gay is now up to 8th place. That is indeed very gay. I approve of that. So it might be that Paul Walker mode was bestowed on V. Sorry, I rather lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I'm starting to think that V Gay is not only very gay, but also very fast. because they started like 1 position ahead of me on the grid, then out to 7th place. Hey, Zoe Austin 88, thank you for the resub. That's very cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Obviously, if anyone else wants to subscribe as well, you're welcome to. Particularly if you have Amazon Prime, you do have a free Prime sub hanging around. You know, throw it my way if you've got nothing else to do with it. Velocity K. As you can see, I'm slightly busy. Yeah, I will get to answering chat messages in a bit. Oh, hello. Hello. I've just noticed the second place car has closed in a little bit again. Well, it did. It did briefly. Maybe down the Kemmel Straight it will close in a bit. Yeah, V-Gay now up to 6th place, by the way. They're on the charge. They're on an absolute tear right now. They are using all of that big gay energy, and I respect them for it. Anyway, meantime, let's knuckle down and focus here, shall we? Cone! Cone friend! We've made a cone friend! Another one! I was supposed to still be in 3rd gear here? Well, stuff your rules. I'm not listening to you. Just the flow. You can just make this car, I guess because it's got such a short wheelbase and all-wheel drive, you can just make this car point in any direction you want it to. Just be mid-corner, just like float it in. You're like, I want you to exit there. I want the line off the corner to be there. Okay, there you go. See, I was about to run wide coming out the corner, just lift off briefly, and it was like, there we go. There you go. V-Gay, meanwhile, up to P6 now. So, shout out. If this was a Driver of the Day award, people would probably be so bored of me dominating every race that they'd vote for V-Gay. And I'm out here for it, mainly because of how many boomers it would piss off just in their name. That's my impression of just your typical boomer gammon. Anyway, so that'll be win number 3 then. Oh god, actually, in case, so he's Viper Gay. Isn't V Gay in SRT? In SRT. Right, what was... He was in the Viper! You know, that might explain. But where's Tyler? What? Where, what? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Rezzy's gifted 2 gift subs! Aww, thank you. Aww, we've got a bit of a little sub train going on here. This is lovely. That's so cool. Thank you. Yeah, he was in the Viper. That probably explains why he was charged up through the field so much. But I respect it. I respect it. That big gay energy out here. Loved it. Loved that from yourself. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to defeat the Yaris. But I'm starting to think nothing more than a tactical nuclear strike be enough to defeat the Yaris. Vipergate, yes. All right. Yeah, this will be for the obviously this will be for the clean sweep of the upgraded Clubman Cup, and we're going to Bathurst. We're going to Bathurst, and I'm so here for it. I'm so ready. Jason, you're already subbed on Patreon. That's absolutely fine. No pressure on anything. Like, I have separate different... The way I work, like I have a Patreon to cover sort of everything I do, including this, my YouTube channel about trains, and any blogging or writing and stuff that I do. I also have YouTube memberships for the Another Station on the Mile channel. If you just want to support that, if that's all you're following me for, that's great. And if all you're following me for is this, you can support me here as well. It's entirely up to you. No pressure to cover all the bases. It's not like you must support me on here and here and here and here and here. Like, I'm not a AAA games company. You're fine. You're good. AJ, I'm going to send something to the Discord I found. Oh, I'm nervous. Another Vantage. Ooh. Oh, hello. So we've got an RX-7, another 86, a Crown Athlete G. Don't know what that is. Golf GTI, another Aston Martin V8 Vantage, another an Impreza STI, a GRRZ Supra 2020, and an M4. Blimey, it's like they've wheeled out all the big guns for this last race. Our main rival from Maggiore, our main rival from the Nürburgring, some hitherto unseen main rivals. And we're at my favourite track in the world. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's go. That's that's change camera. There we go. Right. And here we go. I don't even know what that is, but it's passed. it's in the mirrors. That's a Hyundai. Is that a Genesis? Well, either way, he can hear me. He can hear me calling in the air tonight. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, is that a Mark 1 Golf? Whoa, God! I just have this sneaking suspicion that it might be slightly outmatched in this race. You know, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to write off its chances too early. You know what I'm saying? That's a Subaru Impreza. That's a Peugeot. I can't remember the name of it. I quite like the look of those cars. RCZ, that's the one. Okay, there wasn't any room at the cutting. I've just made some. And immediately I've had a better time passing at the cutting this year than Jamie Whincup did. That was so funny watching the Bathurst 1000 this year, because like I really don't like Jamie Whincup. Like, he's the sort of driver that you kind of hate because he wins all the time, but also I just didn't like his attitude down the years as well. He just came off as a bit of a tosser, quite frankly. So I was literally watching the Bathurst 1000 this year with my mate, and it was about 15 laps in, and I'm like, you know what? I can't relax watching Bathurst until I know Jamie Whincup cannot win. I just can't. I just know he'll be there at the end. It doesn't matter what happens in the race. He'll be there, and he'll probably shithouse the win again. So I can't relax until he's out of the race. And then, like, 5 laps later, he tried sending it on Brody Kostecki, of all people. This random lad who's not even main game in the series. Oh, by the way, that's an Evo. Bye. Not even main game in the series, just some guy who was racing really hard. He was going for it. Fair fucks to him. Jamie Whincup sent it on him at turn 2, and then coming up to the cutting, he was still wide. And we were like, oh, go on, hold him off. Oh, no, he's completed the move. And then just as the camera panned round, we heard, and Jamie Whincup had skidded straight into the wall and instantly DNF from the race. At which point, I just looked at my mate and was like, well, I can relax now. Anyway, oh, God, we've got traffic jam. Who's holding up all these donkeys? Right, we've got Ferrari. That's a Ferrari 308 by the look of it. That's a BMW M4. Is the Impreza slowing everyone down? Because that's the M4. There's the Aston Martin up ahead. Or are they playing rope-a-dope? Are they deliberately trying to fall back behind me early doors so they can all have a chance of getting Ayrton Senna do Brazil mode gifted upon them? That's the Toyota Crown. What are you... The Aston Martin's drifting. Okay, we're coming up on a straight. Also, something's in the lead to the tune of 17 seconds already. Meantime, that's a Toyota with GR in the name from 2020. Except it's the Supra, and we've just dragged past it in a straight line. What kind of fresh baloney are we driving here? Okay, I have a horrible feeling, given we've already passed the Vantage and the M4, that at least one of them is going to get Ayrton Senna mode. Meantime, I don't know what's legged it out to a 15-second lead, but well, we got to go shredding that lead. That's the only acceptable outcome, really. Once again, doing the cutting bets in the Jamie Whincup. On this year's evidence, not that that's hard. It's one of those things where, like, I can completely respect that Jamie Whincup is probably one of the greatest supercars, Australian touring car drivers of all time. He's amazing. He's got an amazing record. But, you know, it's kind of like Max Verstappen. I can respect that he's an amazing driver. I can also call him a tosser and laugh at him when he crashes or his car blows up. you know, there you go. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I understand the truth of the matter. Doesn't mean I feel this way about it. Doesn't mean I have to like it, you know what I mean? Also, Jesus Christ, whoever fluked their way out into that near 20-second lead really did fraud that lead, because we've already shredded it to under 5 seconds. Over the top of the mountain, we've absolutely decimated that lead. Oh my god, and we're already 13 seconds ahead of third. You know what I said about the Aston Martin or the BMW getting the Ayrton Senna do Brazil mode? It hasn't happened yet. It may be an RX-7. Oh, do you know what? I think you're right. I think you're spot on. That does look like an RX-7 up ahead. Yes, it is. Good shout, Oriole. Oh, and he's pooed himself. He's pooed himself. He can't take it. He's seen the terrifying shape of a Yaris in his mirrors. He's throwing a block. He's throwing a block. Is it going to matter? We're going to go around the outside at Murray's corner. No, we're not. Oh, he sent it hard on the brake. He's not making the... He's not making the corner. Oh, mate. Here, fresh out of the oven, is this nice, delicious L that I would like you to hold. Amazing. If they now bestow Ayrton Senna powers on that car, something will seriously be fucked up. I mean, he's closing in on us straight away, but we are going in a straight line, so... Oh, man. That was amazing. Yeah, he's closed a second in a straight line. I think the PD gods have immediately been like, oh, for fuck's sake. Right, someone has to be able to stop this donkey in a hatchback. You're an embarrassment, man. Here, quick, have 200 more horsepower and grip hacks. He's suddenly got Pirelli super soft tyres for the final lap. Just do something. Yeah, he's gained 2 seconds in the first sector. I'm calling a massive amount of horse shit. But still has to get back past, though. So there is that. You know, without completely spaffing it up a wall. Because he kind of already did that. Over the top of Skyline for the first time. Oh, we've put another 2 seconds on. Do you know, I feel like the AI aren't very good over the top of the mountain. I remember now, on previous races I've done here, in like GT cars and that, the AI are pretty slow over the top of the mountain. Because we've gained all those seconds back again. So, so much for Ayrton Senna mode there, mate. Oh, God. Oh, God. That was some lift-off oversteer straight into the right-hander just before Forest elbow hairpin. Anyway, on to Conrad Straight for the final time. It's like you're playing R-Racing Evolution and stressing out everyone. Very accurate. Maybe the guy who designed the AI for this game was quite the fan of R-Racing Evolution. Like, you know what? I missed that mechanic. We need to bring it back. Gap's back down to 3.2 seconds. He definitely got the Ayrton Senna cheese mode grafted upon him. But after his absolute shit show at the final corner a lap ago, he didn't deserve this smoke. Not only did he not want this smoke, he clearly didn't deserve it. And there it is. I have returned with food. What food have you gone for? So there you go. Oh my god, did he crash again at the final corner? Because the Mazda's still not come across the finish line. Guy, I'm pretty sure. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god. If he fucked up the final corner again, that would be really funny. He must have done. Because we were there for about 10 seconds on the post-race menu. And he was 3 seconds behind. What a pleb. Ooh, pasta. That's a good shout. I might have some tonight. I've got pasta in my my cupboard. Right. So, yeah, that's Club and Cup done with. And we have got... How much longer have we got? Got about 22 minutes. How much longer I was going to stream today. What else can we do? What else can we do? I think if we're honest, I think if we're really honest with ourselves, we've got 2 races we can do, but the St. Crine Sardegna, which I'm not fans of. I'm not feeling those. Plus, it's only N400. We need more of a challenge game, not less of one. Vision J. Oh my word. Oh, that's N300, and that's even lower. Why? Hang on. Yeah, I really think we need a bit more than that, I'll be honest. Bus time. World Hatchback Championship. I feel like, I feel like I'm feeling good about my chances in this, I'll be honest with you. So that's a contender. We could just kick the face off of all the other hatchbacks and wrap up that series. I've not done any of the races in that. What about the Pro League? Premium Sports Lounge. Are we even allowed to enter that race? Oh, I've swept it anyway, so there you go. Japan GT. It might be a bit too much, you know? If we're being optimistic here. Okay. Oh, Endurance League. Imagine. The Toyota Yaris Endurance Cup. I'd be down for that, actually. Right. So, oh my god, we could do real circuit tours. What's the N400? Oh, I've cleaned up all those anyway. So it looks like we've either got the J Sports meeting, which is only ranked N300. So, you know, we were kind of beating up those cars anyway. Oh my god. We could just beat up the World Hatchback Championship, just slap up fools everywhere. Oh, hang on, were there any races I hadn't? No, hang on, that's it. I don't like those. I just don't like those races very much. That reminds me of that 24-hour endurance race in iRacing in Martinsville. In Miatas. Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty wild. Right. What have we got? I think that's pretty much what we got. Right, that's only for Supras. Endurance League, Pro League. Yeah, there ain't really much else we could do with our little Toyota. So, right. Vote in chat now for the main event of the stream. It will either be the final few races of the J Sports meeting or the World Hatchback Championship. In fact, is the Hatchback Championship technically rated higher? Now, that's N300. J Sports is also N300. So it's kind of much of a muchness. So, yeah, your choice. Your choice. I'm kind of feeling the World Hatchback. Just because we are driving a hatchback right now. Well, we are kind of doing that. Where is the hatchbacks? There they are. Specifying hatch... Oh, hang on. Is there entry criteria? Toyota. Hey! Of course the GR Yaris is allowed in. What sort of crime would it be if that wasn't allowed? Ooh. Lancia Delta Integrale. Big fan of that. Some Civics. Yeah, I kind of feel pretty confident about our chances in that. I'll be honest with you. Hatchback Endurance IRL, yes. Okay, Oriel has voted for J Sports. J Sports, they have a higher prize money per race. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 races there. And only about 4 or 5 in the other championship. And it gives less prize money. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them's Sardegna. I don't want this. Actually, no, that's the good Sardegna. Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else as well. It's that infinitely long road course through, like, mountains and stuff. And the lap just lasts forever. Yeah, I'm not about that. Right, let's do J Sports then. Let's do this. So we got Scuba, we got Dragon Trail, which is pretty awesome. We got Fuji Speedway, which is awesome. We've got Kyoto Driving Park, which is, yeah, pretty good. We've got Autopolis, which is, yeah, pretty good. And we've got Red Bull Ring, which is, yeah, pretty good. Right then, let's do this. You know, GR Yaris. I'm voting J Sports too. Right, okay. The meme card is allowed here too? Heck yeah. Oh, so we had 2-1. 2-1 vote on the J Sports. Okay. Sorry, Rosie. I didn't see your vote for the hatchback thing there. Okay. We got a Corolla 11, Skyline R34, RX-7, 2019 GR Supra. I feel like this series has more potential for cars to randomly get Ayrton Senna mode and be super competitive. So, right, we've got 8 laps. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's go do this. Our little car at Little Scuba. Let's do this. Oh, dear. Super Mike, avert your eyes. I've just seen what's ahead of us. and what we're likely going to slap up going into turn 1. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about this. We have kind of pimp slapped an A70 Supra at Mike, I'm very sorry. Mike, I'm very sorry. Oh, I can't believe I've done this. Oh, and now we've got Sylvia side by side with the Mitsubishi GTO. And the Mitsubishi GTO is kind of blithering, and we're through. Ooh, hello. And then out past the Sylvia. Thing is, we're racing at Scuba. You've just. Whoa! It is a rally car. And we're seeing that here. I think that may have ruined our clean race bonus. I will be quite honest with you. Oh, God! Fucking hell! The launch off the corner. Subaru BRZ, you do know that the right pedal is throttle, don't you? You are aware of this. Whoa, whoa, God, it's the final corner here. Whoa! That was a seriously large bit of lift-off oversteer there. Whew. Okay, that's an older RX-7. That's a Honda Integra. And that's a Civic Type R. So, there's a former friend of the channel who would be very annoyed right now that I'm slapping up all these Hondas. But, tough titty, really. You can tell I'm getting confident with the car as well, because I'm, like, braking slightly later than the in-game brake markers. That's how you're that's how you're supposed to do that corner. Except for putting a wheel on the grass and nearly spearing off into the wall. Oh, there's another Honda coming up. It's one I really like, actually. It's an S2000. It could be an S2 9000. It could be an S2 over 9000. And it ain't stopping our little Yaris. It's good. It's good. I did read that in the voice of a NFL referee. Oh. Okay, so that was a much more, slightly less pants-shitting way around the final corner. And we passed an S2000. There's the Corolla Levin as well. Clearly that's Noriaro. He's out here. He's like, you know, I just got the motivator. I just really wanted an AE86. So I got one. It's technically a total rust heap. It's been held together with duct tape and crossed fingers. It's an empty milk bottles. But you know what? It's an AE86. And, oh dear, I've just been sent by a Yaris. And I know that's a shite Australian accent. If Noriaro's watching, I'm very sorry. Also, that's a Midnight Blue R33 in front. The main reason I may not be able to pass it is I'm too busy having sexual feelings to it. About it, I should say. And then sending it. Because, you know, the GR Yaris does not discriminate. It cares not for the colour, the prestige, the performance specs of your car. It cares not. Because it's just going to pimp slap you anyway. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm going to weave on. Oh. Whew. Okay. Alright, so whoever's out in the lead, it's about 10 seconds, which round here is about several days. So, I'm not sure we're gaining on them that much. I know we are a little bit here and there. We're going to coming up on halfway in the race at the end of this lap, so we're good. That's an NSX in front. That's another Honda. Yet another Honda. It would be appropriate if that car got given Ayrton Senna do Brazil powers in this race. Go. Oh, you just closed the door in time. But it's still not going to be enough, mate. It's still not going to be enough. Still not going to be enough. Up the inside. Full on send it. There you go. Ooh, all right, 7.5 seconds to the lead now. In fact, I can see them up there. There's just there's a nice little sweet spot with this car, which I've not hit there. there's a nice little sweet spot with this car. When it's coming around a corner, you can feel it sort of understeering or pushing on a little bit. And then just as you're turning, you're coming around, you time the throttle application just perfect, and it will hook up. Oh, that was a little bit too early. Wanted to kind of spit me out wide there on the exit. Yeah, whoever that car is in the lead, we're only chipping away a little bit per lap into its lead, so I'd probably suspect it's the R34 if I had to guess. Meantime, this is not an R34, this is an RX-7, which normally I'd like, but right now you can suck on your own Doritos, mate, because we're out here. We're onto the podium. This car does not like changing down to second again under any circumstances. Like, the game's like, no, you really need to be in second gear for this corner. The car's like, no, I don't, shut up. Well, except for here. Hairpin's fine. I will accept being in second gear. Anywhere else, no. Okay, well, that's interesting, because that really does, that very much looks like an R34 right in front of us. And that ain't the leader. Oh, it might be the... I tell you what it might be. It's the GR Supra. Right, well, here's the R34. We have to get past the R34 quick if we've got any hope of catching up with the leader. Oh, that was spicy. That was spicy, but we got it done. So I assume it's the GR Supra out in front. So right now, for Gazoo Racing, it is a 1-2. It's just not the way around I'd like it. And I'm not affiliated with the factory team. I literally just bought this car for myself. The Midnight City Racing Team. The independent Midnight City Racing Team has no factory affiliation to Toyota. We just bought this car because we liked it. 4.5 seconds. There is a chance, you know. We have to get the final corner. We have to be perfect from here on out. Come on, there you go. Got a few more tenths out of the final corner. Bang, another 4 tenths off our fastest. He's lapping cars. I think the leader's come up on lap traffic. Final lap presented by, holy shit, we can still do this. Final lap presented by, we out here. Final lap presented by, is that a Honda S2000 getting in the way? Oh, no, that's the Sylvia. The Sylvia may have pulled a blinder for us. Oh, the lift-off oversteer coming in again. Right, we just got to send it on the Sylvia. Sorry, Sylvia. Sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I really do. Oh, there's the Supra. Come on. Come on. It's going to come down to the final corner, but I think he's going to have too much power in a straight line. In fact, he's not getting away in a straight line at all. All right, here we go. Here we go. If he bottles this off the final corner. No. No. That was so close. We nearly did it. We nearly did it. I'll take that, though. That's the GR Yaris' first ever, like, non-win. That was fun, man. That was good. I'm only going to have the one attempt at each race, by the way. We'll just go through and complete them. If I want to win them, get all golds, then I'll go back later, sort of thing. But, holy shit, that was good. Woo! Lordy, lordy, that was good. So, Gazoo Racing do get a 1-2 in the end. And meantime, we move on to Dragon Trail. Phew. I love the fact that this is technically the lowest ranked of the series we've done so far, and yet it's the one, seemingly so far, it's the first time we've lost a race. So there can't be that much wrong with the... Oh, God, that's an R34 V-Spec Tuner. and some other cars. There's another GR Supra. He's confident. He's hot. He's hot after that first race. He's like, fuck yeah, the first person to... I'm the one in 15-1 on the GR Yaris' record. And our Yaris is just like, fuck you. We're going for you, homie. Let's do this. Let's go. Moving Chicane is here. Hello. Good to see you here, buddy. How you doing? We're out here in the new love of my life, which is a Toyota GR Yaris. And we're using it to pimp slap some legendary JDM cars right now. So that was an Evo, and that's a Honda Civic just being slapped up at turn 1. Okay, so I know this layout, but it's the reverse of it. And I don't think I've ever driven the reverse of this layout. So time to learn pretty fast on the spot. That's another Mitsubishi GTO. That's, I'd assume, a Subaru BRZ. None of which are any match for the little GR Yaris, which technically still doesn't have a name. I feel like I'll give you guys to the end of the stream to decide the name, which will be once we finish the final events in this championship, the J Sports meeting. All right, so that's a Nissan 300ZX up ahead, just sort of wobbling around in the middle. Oh, look at you there! Look at you! Look at you! You're pooing yourself. I'm such a yob in this car. I love it. Get out the way! Look at you there. You're such a donkey. You're getting pimp slapped by a man in a baseball cap, a man in a snapback driving a hatchback, driving a hot hatch. You may as well have been done up by, like, Dave down the pub on Friday night in Essex. Let's call it Alan. Oh, God, what's going on here? Oh, it's the Corolla. It's Noriaro again. We've just gone 4 wide because Noriaro insisted on buying another A86 and holding up half the field. Oh, God. Oh, God. How is this going to shake out? I really don't know. Okay, the Impreza held it in there. He held it in. Hey, we got it done. We got it done. We scrapped our way out the other side. Okay. So if I remember rightly, what is normally turn 1 on this track. Well, this might be the regular, but I just remember doing... I want to say there was like an endurance race here or something. I remember doing quite a long race on this track, but it was the reverse layout. Maybe we should call it Gary. Like the guy from that vault in Fallout. Explain? I mean, I like the sound of it. It fits the sort of the sort of hoodie, the sort of Yobbo hoodie narrative I've constructed for this car. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, that's a Nissan 350Z up ahead. Oh, God. Oh, whoa. Whoa! Oh, I tried to back out of that scent, and all I got was a fistful of opposite lock, and the 350Z still shat itself anyway. Oh, dear. I can't even handle this car. Right, that's the R32 ahead. So prime up your favourite Initial D tunes. So we're in a small Toyota hatchback against an R32 Skyline. It's not the one you're thinking of. Oh, hello. Whoa. Nice. Okay, yep, good. Oh my God, whoever's leading. It ain't the Supra, I can tell you that. Is that a Supra? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I am half expecting it to be a man in a Fiat 500. And we're not talking about the current one. We're talking about the old one with like 12 horsepower. Meanwhile, that's an Impreza in front of us. So, you know, oh, hang on, there is a battle for the lead going. No, it's a battle for second. No, that is a battle for the lead. Right, okay. Fucking maths. Shut up. That's a battle for the lead going on, so maybe that is the GR Supra taking the lead. I think it is. So the GR Supra seems to be our main nemesis in this series. It's because you can't spell Gary without GR. The Gary clones were automatically hostile to anything that wasn't a Gary. Oh, no. Late on the brakes. It's a rally car. We just went straight off into the gravel at turn 1, and it didn't matter. Okay, so Gary is a contender. I have to think about that. You can't spell Gary without GR. I like that. Plus, I like Gary Newman, so, you know, there's that. Right, so the GR Supra is in the lead, and once again trying to fuck off. And this time, we ain't letting it get away this easily. Oh, God. That's if I could stop sucking. I've chosen this lap to suddenly become absolute bilge. You know, if the AI can suddenly be granted Ayrton Senna mode, it seems like I can suddenly be granted Mahavir Raghunathan mode. So let's stop that. Like the Michael Jordan meme. Stop it. Get some help. No, don't ask what the noises I'm making. Just please don't. Because I don't have a good answer for you, really. Ooh. Alright, look, can I stop being wank now? I'm driving like I'm actually having a wank in the car. And as you can see, I'm very much not. We are slipstreaming an R34. We're slipstreaming an R34. We're sending it on an R34. I mean, I love to see it. Nissan fans in the chat may well hate to see it. Meantime, there's the Supra. So we're closer than we were on the very last lap last time. We've got 2 laps to go, and this track is about 3 times the length of Scuba. They're going to have to activate a hell of an Ayrton Senna mode. And I think he has activated it because he's dragging away in the straight. That's me in the GR Supra. Oh, it's the moving chicane. He's in that car. Fuck you, moving chicane. We're coming for you. That's if I stop fucking up turn 1. No. That's just the line through that corner now. I don't make the rules. Okay. Oh, no. Seriously, can I stop being absolute bilge? I've chosen the worst possible time to be bilge. I'm like George Russell. Oh, there's a chance he might get some serious points here. Yeet self into wall under safety car. Okay, here we go. We're still gaining. We're still gaining. Here we go. Nice late entry to the corner. Get the power down. He got an armful of wheel spin. Time for my daily Trackmania race. I'll be lurking. Good luck. Good luck, Resi. Do serious bits. Do some bits in your Trackmania race. Use the power of Gary. The working. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, he got loose. Oh, there wasn't room there. Oh, God. Jesus. Woo-hoo. All right, here we go. Let's dance. Somewhere the bosses at Toyota Gazoo Racing are face-palming. They've got their 2 drivers out in front, but unfortunately the independent mad lad in his Yaris is threatening to slap up the factory Supra. And we're in the draft down the main straight. Here we go. Final lap presented by Let's Fucking Do This. Let's dance. Oh, descended to turn 1. I may have actually used the Supra as a brake there. I've got, get it. Oh, oh, this is close. This is good shit. We pulled away from the R34. I don't know how much power a GR Supra has under the bonnet. I'm willing to bet it might be a little bit more than us. Ooh, but he's running wide, and this time I haven't cocked up that corner too much. Oh, side by side, he's pooing himself. Oh my god, are we going to go around the outside? Are we going to? No. Yes. Next corner's a left. Come on. No. Has he run wide? He's run wide. Yes. We're through. We are through. And then late apex there. Oh, I didn't turn on radar. And that was a mistake. I was literally just thinking, you know what? I really need to turn on radar because I feel like he might be able to go up the inside. Dung. Right at the moment I thought that, I heard a thud from the right rear corner as the Supra stuck the nose in up the inside. I absolutely respect it. Oh, God. Right, the final few corners. The run to the line is going to be very interesting. Now's a good time to practice some trail braking, which you haven't done for about 7 months. Now's a good time to bottle the final corner. Now's a really good time to bottle the final corner. The cone's gone flying. Where's the finish line? Where's the finish line? There's the finish line. Yes! Woo! Sidle by sidle. Yeah! Now this is a main event. Oh boy. That was good. 3/10 in it at the end. So that's now 1-1 in our battles against the GR Supra. Gazoo Racing get the result they want in the end. I mean, they're a little bit embarrassed that their factory Supra was slapped up by a man in a hatchback. But ultimately, Gazoo Racing get their 1-2. And we're now 1-1. And breathe. Right, Fuji, Kyoto, Autopolis, and Red Bull Ring. Let's do Fuji. Oops, that's the wrong button. I feel like... Should we make Fuji Speedway the main event? Because I'm not feeling those as much, and we're kind of over when I wanted to finish streaming. So, shall we make Fuji Speedway the main event? I think we should. Let's do that. The moving chicane with that aero emote there. I respect it. I like it. Also, I am refusing to enter this race unless the GR Supra shows up. This is the trilogy. This is now the trilogy fight. We are 1-1. We have to decide this. There he is. He's third. Third on the grid. Let's make a track with a massive straight, the final event. I didn't say I'd make it easy for myself. And the GR Supra is starting. Do we put Sport Soft tyres on? Do we put Sport Soft tyres on? Do we put Sport Soft tyres on? You know, I'm just saying. Actually, hang on. What? Oh, it has improved. Apparently it reduces stability. Okay. Anyway, hang on. Nah. I'm going to go run an errand. Have a great rest of your stream. See you later, Movie Chicane. Good to see it. You can do the other two hard. You can do this one with hards as well. Right, okay. Yes. Oriel's got the right idea. Let's run it back. Here we go. Okay. And here we go. In the slipstream of a Nissan 300ZX right off the line. And by... Had we even gone across the start-finish line? Oh, God, what's going on here? What's going... Oh, so Noriaro's shown up again and held up half the field. With his slow as shit Ross Bucket AE86. Corolla 11. And we're up to 12th already. This is a good start. This is a good start. This is a great start. Right, which way is the Civic going? We're going to go the other way. That's P11. It should be once we clear this corner. That's another A70 Supra. So Mike, look away. Mike, look away, because I think it's about to get bodied. We're about to go on the outside. Hang on, is that an A70 Supra? No, that's an old. That's an 80s RX-7. Oh, there's another Corolla 11. So is that Noriaro? Who's the other one? There's two. Maybe Gazoo Racing were like, look, can we just clone Noriaro? Have two shit slow Corollas. Try and hold up AJ as he comes flying through the field. It's not worked. And up ahead we've got what looks like, is that an R33? No, that's an R32. That's an R32. Oh, okay. And now we're into the part of the track that normally I absolutely hate. Because this is the Herman Tilke Revenge Tour section of the track. Which is full of annoying, blind, off-camber, tedious, never-ending corners like this. But I feel like these corners are where we're going to have the most advantage today. So I'm kind of conflicted. And meantime, this car is just gobbling them up. Meantime, look who's just taken the lead up ahead. I don't know if you guys saw that. I saw a silver speck move past the leader and take the lead. The GR Supra is making its move. It kind of has to, because we're already up to 5th. At the end of the first lap. We're going to get a nice... we're going to get the epic suck off this RX-7. We're going to get sucked off by a bag of Doritos. Literally no one has ever said that before in the history of humankind. Nice red seats in your Mazda. Shame they're not doing shit. Shame they ain't doing shit for you, mate. Okay, we have still got radar on. I was going to say... Okay. 4.3 seconds the gap to the leader. Woo-hoo-hoo. Rolling through the corners. So we've got the Impreza and a blue A80 Supra. A 90 Supra up ahead. We're going to get some Supra loyalty here. Well, I mean, there was an attempt. Not much of one. Hello. Here we go. The trilogy fight begins here. 2.3 seconds between us and the Supra. Oh, gold. Oh, gold. Bollocks. Not a good start. Not a good start to our trilogy fight there. I may have slipped. In the opening exchange, we both kind of charged at each other across the cage, and then I slipped trying to throw a kick. I quickly had to scramble back to my feet, avoiding some punches there. But now we're back into it. And you know what I said about this sector of the track being our friend? Look at how much this lad is pooing himself in the final sector. The levels of shot we're witnessing here in this final sector is something else. I'm not very good at this sector, and we're all over him. But now we come to the long front straight. Although, stick in the draft, that'll negate a lot of our disadvantage. In fact, we're out-dragging him. Getting a slight slingshot. I want to stay in the draft. Because I know if I pull out, I'll just lose time. Well, letting off has kind of done the same thing. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Into turn one. And, we're so much faster mid-corner there. Here we go. I must ninja vanish. All right, see you later, Jason. Thanks for showing up today. Oh. Whoa! I didn't even mean for that to be a send, but it was. Holy shit! Woo! We just went for the flipping spinning back fist out of nowhere and absolutely bodied the Supra, who I think I fell off anyway. Right, well now we're ahead. Expect Ayrton Senna mode to be activated on the Supra, especially down the main straight. All right, see if we can get this corner right this time. Yes, much better, much better. There we go. Oh, we gained the thick end of a second in that chicane. Oh dear. You know what I was saying about this sector being our friend. It's maybe the most I've ever loved Herman Tilke in my life. And I've loved him about as much as a week-old bowl of cereal. Oops, there we go. Yeah, that's another second we gained in the final sector. This is very encouraging for the final lap. 4 seconds. We've gained 3 seconds in the final sector. Oh, dear. We're not going to have slipstream this time, so I am expecting the T50 turbos and 3 tanks of NOS to kick in, especially as we're talking about Supra here. How are we still gaining in a straight line? How are we still gaining in a straight line? What is going on? There we go. We're good. Oh my god, we've gained another second at the first turn. Guys, is this race already over? No, it's never over, AJ. Don't give me that. Ooh, it's like that George Russell gift. Don't give me that. No, don't give me that. That's another second. Supra, if you're going to activate your Ayrton Senna mode, you might want to do it now. Because we're halfway around the second to last lap and you're 7 seconds back. You are 7 seconds back and your corner are risking throwing in the towel. Because at the moment we're just standing over you punching the shit out of you. We are ground and pounding the shit out of you. and your corner's threatening to throw in the towel if the ref doesn't do that for you. It's now 8 seconds. Oh dear. This race may already be over as a contest. And the GR Yaris might be about to avenge its only professional defeat so far in its career in the most emphatic fashion. It's now 9 seconds. Oh dear. Well, clearly, someone else got the Ayrton Senna mode in this race. But it was someone at the back. It was Noriaro in the Corolla. He got one of the Ayrton Senna boosts, and he's like, oh shit, why have I suddenly got twice as much power in my Corolla? It's still a rust bucket, I can't have crashed. Don't bottle it. Oriole, I'm really planning not to do that. I can't tell you how much I'm planning not to do that. Anyway, final lap of AJ and the Toyota GR Yaris, a love story. And we're now 12.6 seconds up. 12.6. That is 12.6. And we've got turn 1 completely right. I was a little bit scared of just straight lining off at the first turn, fucking up my braking, but no danger of that. And, well, if you try to activate Ayrton Senna mode right now, it'll have to be on a level hitherto unseen in Gran Turismo Sport history, because he's still nearly 13 seconds back. "13 seconds now." Yeah, whoever's using Ayrton Senna mode, it ain't the second place car. 14 seconds. Oh god. Oh dear. Absolutely, just get so completely pooed on, sir. That's literally what's happening right now. I'm not just ground and pounding this full. I've actually pulled my trunks down. I'm just taking a massive dump on my opponent in the cage. Herb Dean is still refusing to stop the contest, even after 3 minutes straight of ground and pound. So I've now just decided to make it ground and poo. I'm just sharting on my opponent all over the place. This is as emphatic a victory as we're going to have all night from this amazing little car that I adore so much. I fell in love with it on first sight. I'm looking at it IRL, and judging by my first impressions of driving in this game, oh good lord, I will deal drugs. I will deal drugs, I will sell my body. It doesn't matter to get this car. Meantime, in terms of the trilogy fight, well, I mean. Yes. Absolutely. It's just a cock slap. There we go. Look who we almost lapped. Look who we almost lapped at the end there. It was the Corollas. We almost lapped the Corollas. Oh dear. Well, there we go. That was an emphatic way to close out the trilogy. That was no decision win right there. We absolutely beat the shit out of our opponent there to seal off the trilogy in decisive fashion. That was like Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos in the end. The Super RZ got the shock knockout in the first fight. Second fight was an all-out slugfest. And then the third fight, I mean, just Cain Velasquez just absolutely destroyed, absolutely bodied Dos Santos until he was literally just like a dead man walking. But do you mean? Do I mean? I mean. Yes, I do mean. And now we've got to decide on a name for our little car. We have got to decide on a name. So far, the main contender has been Gary. And I'm not really against it, to be honest. I might have a ponder a bit more and decide on a name. I may also give it a custom pair of rims, make it my own. But for now, the magnificence, the beauty, just absolutely mighty. Look at this mighty machine. And I've had so much fun today. Not just because of this car, but because of all of you guys in chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. This past week or so, I've kind of slowly been easing myself back into streaming. And on the basis of, I mean, the Sports Car GT stream is more just like a tech demo, really. Just me setting up and faffing around with stuff like RetroArch. Today, full-blooded stream for the best part of 2 and a bit hours. And, holy shit, that was good fun. That was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have today. Might well be back on Thursday for another stream. Speaking of Sports Car GT, I do want to do a full Let's Play stream of that. Now that I've got RetroArch sorted, I should also have a nice retro 4x3 resolution overlay for retro games ready for Thursday. If that's the case, we'll be back on Thursday for Sports Car GT. And then next Monday, all I'm going to say is the start of something special. That's all I'm going to say for now. See you there. Or see you on Thursday. Whenever we meet again along the way, I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you very much.